Hello YouTube, Kemo Sabi here with the continuation of the HAARP special. Here we have part 2 going off now. We can create a perturbation and see what we can observe, he says. We can whistle at the probes and say, did you hear the whistle? Or is it a longer whistle? There are several facilities elsewhere on Earth, but they are not as powerful. One is in Arequipa, Puerto Rico, and another is in Russia. The closest HAARP counterpart is at a European Incoherent Scatter Scientific Association (EISCAT) facility in Tromsø, Norway, that is used by 7 countries, including China. Papadopoulos says that by closing HAARP, the U.S. is ceding ground to countries like China, but David Walker, Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Air Force for Science, Technology, and Engineering, told the Senate committee that HAARP is not an area that we have any need for in the future, according to the Anchorage Daily News. We're moving on to other ways of managing the ionosphere, which the HAARP was really designed to do, to inject energy into the ionosphere to be able to actually control it. Walker told Alaska Sen. Lisa Morowski, but the work has been completed. Even the work's been completed, they just stated that it is capable of actually controlling the ionosphere. And they transferred it to the University of Alaska. They did not shut it down. They didn't bulldoze it. So they're still using it. Weather manipulation and mind control. That kind of talk about controlling the atmosphere fuels conspiracy theories about HAARP. Alaska's politicians haven't really helped either. HAARP has been a fiction conspiracy theory since its inception in the early 1990s. More recently, in 2010, Venezuelan leader Hugo Chavez said HAARP was to blame for the devastating Haitian earthquake. He says it was a weapon that could also create weather anomalies to cause floods, droughts, and hurricanes. That same year, Iranian leader Mahmoud Ahmadinejad said HAARP was causing floods in Pakistan, and he later claimed the West was using it to steal Iran's rain. Some of these theories stem from the far-out justifications for HAARP existence, many of them enabled by former Alaska Sen. Ted Stevens, who wielded great power over the federal budget and embarked about $300 million to build it. When HAARP came online in 2007, officials extolled its ability to neutralize the electromagnetic effects of a nuclear attack from North Korea. Among other military uses, it would go like this. North Korea launches a nuclear bomb on an intercontinental ballistic missile, which explodes 70 miles over the Earth. This unleashes high-energy electrons in the ionosphere, which can knock out satellite-based communication relays. Papadopoulos says high-frequency radio waves like those produced at HAARP could push those electrons away, thereby protecting our communication infrastructure. But he says HAARP is not going to be the system that will do it. It is really the laboratory that teaches us how to do it. A good conspiracy theory never dies, though. Stevens was voted out of office in 2008 and died in a plane crash 2 years later. His replacement is Mark Begich, a Democrat whose brother is Nick, is an outspoken proponent of HAARP conspiracy theories. Nick Begich's book, Angels Don't Play This HAARP, claims insulation can use its powerful electromagnetic waves to incite mental disruption throughout a region. That's also a key plot point in the Tom Clancy novel Breaking Point, in which an Alaskan-based atmospheric weapon is used to induce mass psychosis. And as for the earthquake conspiracy, Papadopoulos points to Nikola Tesla himself. He invented a steam-powered generator that he called an electromechanical oscillator, which vibrated rapidly to produce electricity. In old age, he told a story that the oscillator created a renaissance in several buildings, which people reported as an earthquake. Papadopoulos says this is the basis for the HAARP earthquake claims. As for mind control, if that were true, they wouldn't shut us down, Papadopoulos laughed, but they didn't shut it down, they transferred to the University of Alaska. So, is that him kind of laughing at the fact that they are using it for mind control? Kind of like a double, pseudo there, I don't know. Like he knows? Maybe. Is this the end? Papadopoulos is among a few scientists trying to find ways to fund and operate HAARP. Oh, wait. But he wants to fund it, and he just said that he just said it was going to be taken down, but he wants to fund it. So what? Yeah. He favors a consortium of research institutions paying fees to use it, and wants Congress to pay $2 or $3 million a year for the next 3 or 5 years to keep it going in the interim. But they better act fast. The military is not just shutting HAARP down, but preparing to bulldoze it. The final DARPA-sponsored experiment is set to end in June, according to Nature, in classic DARPA acronym fashion. It's called Basic Research on Ionosphere Characteristics and Effects of Boyle. After that, the bulldozers may arrive, or he's saying will arrive, and I'm saying may arrive because it's not true. They're not taking it down. Papadopoulos says, there are amazing things that we can do with HAARP. He says, don't destroy it, just keep it there. And they have kept it there. It's 2018. Okay, we got one more little one here for you. It's off Top Documentary Films webpage, and a little bit off the storyline off of a documentary called Holes in the Heaven, HAARP and Advances in Testing Technology, a 98 documentary. If you type that in, you probably may be able to find it on YouTube. The late Carl Sagan said, which is related to this documentary, we've arranged a global civilization in which most crucial elements profoundly depend on science and technology. We've also arranged things so that almost no one understands science or technology. We might get away with it for a while, but sooner or later, this combustible mixture of ignorance and power is going to blow up in our faces. This film poses the question, are we making holes in the heaven? HAARP, High Frequency Active Aurora Research Program, is a controversial high-frequency radio transmitter or ionospheric heater, which is believed to be descended from the works of Nikola Tesla and is operated by the U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and Phillips Laboratories in remote Gacona, Alaska. Using HAARP, the military can focus a billion-watt pulse radio beam into our upper atmosphere, ostensibly for ionospheric research. This procedure will form extreme low-frequency waves and send them back to the Earth, enhancing communications with submarines and allowing us to see into the Earth, detecting anything from oil reserves to underground missile silos. However, several researchers claim HAARP poses many dangers, including blowing 30-mile holes in the Earth's upper atmosphere. They also warn of possible disruption of the suitable magnetic energies of our Earth and ourselves. Holes in the Heaven is a prime example of the grassroots filmmaking by producer Polly Randall Smith and Emmy-winning director Wendy Robbins. Narrated by Martin Sheen, the documentary film investigates HAARP, its history and implications, and examines the dangers and benefits of high and low frequencies and of electromagnetic technology. There you have it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the HAARP special. If you would like another special, I can do a special kind of every couple of weeks or every month to do a special. And just let me know what you guys would be interested in having the topic of a special. So doing a few multiple web pages to see the different versions of facts on a specific topic. So we could do that. Otherwise I'll keep bringing you different facts and interesting videos as I usually do. We'll try and do a mix up and get some more cooking and some more kind of real life stuff, and get a more of a mix of some of the videos that I had on my original channel that I unfortunately lost. So this will be it'll be good, and happy summer, everybody. Happy solstice. It's solstice right now, and Kemo, Sabi out. We'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Definitely type in a comment. You'll get a reply for sure. Thanks a lot, everybody. You're all awesome.